first question.
Lifting, man. I don't have an athletic background at all.
Same with Gio.
Same with me, man.
I started lifting like, I want to say almost, what month is it's probably like 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Not that long. And I lifted for probably like 6 months, just like aimlessly, bro splits, chest Mondays, and skipping out on leg day, stuff like that. And and I probably like 6 months in, man. One of my buddies said powerlifting. I was like, what the fuck is that? And there was some people at my gym, Marcos, and there was another one of our buddies. See them in there, and they'd be fucking. Are we like? Huh?
It's all staticky. It's cutting out.
Not rolling very good.
Oh. Is the connections pretty bad?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Better.
Okay.
Better.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know what powerlifting was though, and I'd see like Marcos and one of our other buddies. I didn't really know Marcos at the time, but we went to the same gym, and lifting heavy ass weight, and like I didn't really know what it was. I didn't know what powerlifting was. I just thought they were strong or like showing off. Who knows? Whatever. I didn't really understand anything. I didn't know like what strength training was. I didn't know like what a 1 rep max was, and like the difference between doing reps versus high reps versus low reps, weight, any of that. I didn't know any of it. But powerlifting, I like looked into it, and I was like, cool, because I'm tired of fucking wandering around the gym doing this like stuff that I don't really even know what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I got on strong lifts. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Strong lifts.
It's just a 5x5.
Yeah.
And there's like a certain little way to go about it, but basically you're squatting 3 times a week and adding 5 pounds every time. It's got the barbell row, overhead press, bench and deadlift in there. 5 exercises, 5 sets, and it alternates a little bit. But I got pretty strong doing that, man.
And so you love leg workout now, huh?
Like, yeah.
Now squats are your favorite?
Huh?
Now squats are your favorite?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, squats are my favorite. I wear booty shorts out in public and shit. Like, it's...
I know you've been rolled up with a lot of Barbara Commission stuff, too. That's tight.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I just got a pair of those silkies the other day, bro. They're nothing short enough for me, though. I'm just going to have to start wearing G-strings when I squat.
Oh, man.
But, yeah. No, I lifted aimlessly for a really long time. I mean, it's really not that long compared to how a lot of other people doing it. But
you're doing pretty well though. For like just starting it too. Like you just barely started on powerlifting. Just started training in powerlifting, right? Just barely starting.
Well, that's been almost 2 years. But like I said, I've talked to you guys a million times. Like I almost don't even count the last year because it's like so much life shit like popped up that like dude, I was not in the gym. Like I wasn't in the gym. I basically almost restarted over everything in like November, and then I did like a hypertrophy program, and then I signed up with you guys, and like I think my first workout with you guys was on the first of the year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And it's like I've just seen you just go like this.
Oh, dude.
Like just grow, man.
There's been so much growth just been in the last 3 months being around you guys and the community that you've built. It's amazing. It's amazing. And that's why when you asked me the other day when I got the squat rack, you're like, you still gonna keep your membership? And I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's a nice squat rack though. Where'd you get it from?
Squat rack? Oh, dude, I got it from the Exercise Superstore. Over on it's over on Madison, and it's on Madison Avenue somewhere. But I mean, they're basically sold out of like most stuff. We went in there. Luckily, we got hella lucky, dude. I got hella lucky. Like, I don't have money for a squat rack, but like my roommate was like, "Yo, like gyms are closed. Like, who knows how long they're gonna be closed? Like, I want to buy a squat rack." I'm like, "What?"
Oh, okay.
Like, you're like, say less.
I know. I was like, dude, I'm over here eating like family packs of Oreos and shit, and like doing no push-ups. So like, I need something.
Oh man, those challenges. I like those challenges though.
Dude, I had to stop doing them.
Dude, it died down though.
I know. It just got to, and now they're like challenging people to put their clothes on in handstands.
They're losing it.
Yeah, no, I know. People got too much time on their hands, man.
I know.
But it's cool. It's all in good fun, and I like seeing push-up challenges more than like, yo, shotgun this beer challenge.
Yeah, that's more sane.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because like now that you mentioned that, it's like you kind of focus, you make your own direction on what you want to see on your Instagram, huh?
Yeah.
So it's like when you choose to stop looking at that stuff and start redirecting your visual energy into other things, then it's like everything changes.
Yeah, I mean, you can tailor make your life to like really, cater towards what it is you want from life, right? I mean, fuck, I got lucky, finding you guys, and then like now my whole life's powerlifting, which is like what I've been wanting it to be, but like I've just been
right.
And like, dude, like, I mean, I just recently, so like I've been getting these like urges to like start working with my hands again. I used to work in like manual labor, and I want to do like stuff with my hands, but not necessarily like expending my energy 11 hours a day, go being an iron worker again. And like making hella money for someone else, and like just being completely wrecked and just dead all the time, living for the weekend. And I don't want to do that, but like I still want that like that craftsmanship, like building stuff, like it's cool. So I basically tailor-made my Instagram the other day to like blacksmithing and woodworking, because like that's what I want to start like getting into and stuff like that. And I'm like, it like really hit me. I'm like, yo, like I never really realized how easy it is that I can completely change everything that I see. Like you just really have to, so it's like people have no excuses. Like you got no excuses in all honesty, because really like your life is what you want it to be.
Right. And so you've been working while we're on the quarantine too, right?
I have.
How's that been? How has it changed? Has it,
So, well, for one, I don't know who's going to be watching this. I work in the cannabis industry. I work in a dispensary, not only a dispensary, but I work in one of the most medical dispensaries in the state of California. We wear scrubs to work. I know a shit ton about medical conditions and how cannabis and different cannabinoids can help you, different forms of consumption, all different types of stuff. Like, in all reality, like we're some of the most educated people in probably the world as far as cannabis in cannabis dispensaries goes, because most dispensaries are just like, yo, here, this, like, you want the indica, brah? Like, here, bro. And it's like, we don't do that. Like, I'm extremely professional. And I work with a lot of sick people. I work with people who are, they heard like, oh, this is the place to go to for sick people. Like, this is where I'm going to go. And basically like over 85% of the people that I help are seniors. They do have like, the thing is whether you're using it recreationally or not, it's helping you in some sort of medicinal aspect, because in all reality, like how much does stress actually damage our health and our well-being? Cannabis in general can help with that. But it's definitely changed. Like, it's changed 100% since all this stuff's going on. Because I mean, I don't get me wrong. I help people who are already sick, and then now that all of this is happening, we definitely So we had to take the couches and stuff out of our lobby. We have couches and love seats and stuff like that because we kind of give it like a homely vibe. We had to take that out of our lobby and put and store them so people wouldn't be worried about contamination. We got the X's on the ground, the chairs all spread apart. We offer curbside service now, which is like a special permit that the city's giving us. I don't know if we're gonna have it like once everything that dies down, but we have it for now. So like I basically will get scheduled for curbside days, and I'm literally running out like to the curb, like roll down your window, give me your ID and your money. When the transaction, and I come out and I give you your stuff, and like the cop drives by.
And then the cops.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Yeah, the generation we live in, though.
Your shoes are untied because you don't got to worry about running.
Exactly. Well, and exactly the generation, we're like the last generation, dude. Because I remember when I was 12 years old, bro, and I'd be like in the park, like hiding from cops and stuff like that. Because I was like smoking. I was smoking way too young at 12 years old. But like I remember that, like those little days when we had to hide. Whereas like even adults, dude, it's like, oh, we got weed. Like
even now, right? You're just like, oh shit, well I can't be smoking. It's like, okay, well I gotta go. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's cool to, man. I get to help people on a daily basis who like grew up thinking, weed is the devil, and I'm over here like helping these people. And then they come in, dude, and like it's not uncommon for me to have people break down and crying and like be like, Joe, like thank you so much. Like I've been in pain for 20 fucking years, and your recommendations got me out of it. I'm like, wow.
You're helping people, man. That's what we do too. Also, especially in our gym, just because like a lot of people, been through a lot of stuff. It's like a gateway to like to be your own self at the gym. So we can like help people out in that. So that's why a lot of people feel really comfortable in our gym. Really comfortable.
Oh yeah. Well, and I mean, for me, that's like what I have to do, dude. If I'm not like helping someone, then I'm selfish by nature, bro. Like I don't want to help people. I have to make myself help people to a certain extent. Like, or I had to, at least I had to, because it's like not how I don't think that it doesn't look cool for anyone. Like for the most part, like you're not raised thinking like it's cool to like help people and stuff like that. Like you're always thinking it's corny as shit, like wasting your time and stuff like that. And like, I feel like that's something you kind of start to see as an adult, like the fulfillment behind it and like actually helping people transform their lives. Like my thing is like I don't even care. I just want everyone to feel good about themselves, dude, because I know what the fuck it's like to hate yourself, man.
Yeah.
And like really, I just want everyone to feel good about themselves. That's it.
That's big facts. And I hope everybody that sees this rewinds that back and listens to it again, because that's for real. That's for real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because like I know powerlifting helped me with that.
Oh, dude! Like I swear to God, there was so many things that I was not able to like focus on, like about myself until I got that right, or until I got like strong, dude. From like physically strong, like powerlifting strong. And it's weird. It's almost like it's a lot of ego shit. It's ego. I'm really big on ego, and like basically like I am like I'm super spiritual and hippie, dude. Like I got fucking Grim Reaper tattoos and hell fall with them, and all that. But I'm like I'm just like that shit saved my life, spirituality, and like really like diving real deep and like looking at myself and shit like that. And like I wasn't able to do that until I felt comfortable with myself. And I don't think I felt comfortable with myself until I started powerlifting and like progressing.
I wouldn't say ego lifting. I would say more like we call that putting yourself in the challenge. You know what I mean? Instead of like being like, oh, this is ego lifting. No, it's not ego lifting. It's basically challenge yourself to to step further ahead. You know what I mean? That's why like when we lift heavy, it's like it's not because we're lifting heavy. It's just that we had to push ourselves. We to.
That's the next challenge.
Exactly. Exactly. And there's a difference.
Something I can't do. It's like, no. I can do it. Watch.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, and there's a difference between us doing it and like, you know, some fucking dude walking up to, you know, pull 600 when you're like, you know, damn well he's only pulled like 350 like 6 times.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
stuff
different ego. That's
like,
different
yeah,
ego.
exactly, stuff like that. Uh, but and yeah, you know, it's funny because sometimes like it's always old ladies, but I'll tell them I power lift and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, what's that? And I'm, you know, explain it to them. They're like, well, what how do you win? I'm like, you lift the heaviest weights, and they're like, oh, well, that sounds like it's just a whole bunch of toxic masculinity ego stuff, and I'm just like, it can be, I guess. I mean, if you look at it that, if you let it be that, but
Right.
for me,
Yeah.
it's more. You know?
There's a lot of hard work that goes into it.
Dude, people.
I mean,
yeah, bro. They don't see us fucking stretching for an hour on our day off. They don't see us.
No. Yeah.
Like they think we just like to be fat fucks. They don't know that we're force feeding and like can't even like we don't even want to eat this shit.
bro, like it's like I'm not hungry and I have to eat.
Exactly.
I can't afford this shit.
Oh yeah, like I can't afford to eat like this, but I have to. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. Dude, we, and it's weird because like I was gonna say we kill ourselves in there, and like because like we do to a certain extent, but we don't at the same time because it's almost like a dying and a rebirthing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like every time I walk into the gym, I walk in there, like it's time to fucking die, homie. And then like when I walk out, it's like I feel like a new man.
Yeah.
Ready for anything, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're ready for because you have a goal to do on the day. You know, each day we have a goal because it's all laid out. It's a program. That's what a program is for. So we got all everything laid out. Now you gotta just attack every one of those exercises, every one. And you gotta do it you had to do it with attention too. Because if you don't, then that lift or exercise won't do any good for you. You know what I mean? So
it's like.
I don't think
Is it frozen? Oh,
you can fuck off on a squat when you're squatting 135, dude. You can't.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, like all these people in the regular gyms and stuff like that, like what they're moving, like it's you can do that with shitty technique and shitty form. Like you might fuck around and dislocate your knee or some shit, or like you know, tear a meniscus, whatever it may be. Like doing the slightest like absent-minded movement.
Just doing body weight.
That's the key component right there, right? Because it's like you don't think about it, so you're not worried about it. You know, and then that's how you get injured.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
always
tough. Yeah.
That's the one set that you weren't, you know, that you were just trying to power through.
Mm-hmm.
Or if your fill is just walking.
Oh, just today. I already saw my story though.
All right, this is a story time. It's funny that you bring that up because
I hurt myself earlier yesterday. I walk over here. This is a stall mat right here, right? It's just a little it's like a half inch of stall mat high. Literally, I looked at it. I stepped on it. I fall. And Tiffany's like, "What the fuck happened? What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Here, you ever watch Family Guy, Peter?" You know, he was just the guy from Family Guy.
Oh, Peter Griffin.
Yeah, when he hurt his chin, he's like, I literally he's on the floor just rolling on the ground. Like, right now it's okay. Like I can walk on it, but it's swollen, so I can't bend my ankle. So it's kind of because it's sprained.
Same one?
Huh?
Same one?
No. I mean, what do you mean?
They're both fucked up.
They're both fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's okay because later he's gonna go warm up and squat 600.
Right.
Yeah, it usually happens like that way. And when I get hurt, what was that?
Get you an off-road wheelchair, bro.
Yeah.
You could just like go up to stall mats around the gym and just
Just get a wheelchair with a mechanical one, so I don't have to go anywhere.
Exactly.
So like, everyone push like this. Life brother.
And then you just get out and like squat 600, and like people are just like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, weren't you in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Dude, oh man, you could totally fuck with people doing that.
I remember before we started opening his gym, I think Gio was here. It was in his garage, and I sprained both of my ankles, and he was there. And I literally was like, I can't even get like walk around. I had to like hop.
We were pushing him around the gym in a fucking rolling chair.
Yeah, in this garage right here.
We'd roll him to the bench. He'd fucking hop on the bench, do Larson press, and then he'd get on the chair again and then roll away.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way to do it. That's good though. I mean, and I don't know. Some people would probably see, you know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean? Like if you told that to just anyone, they'd be like, "Well, that's stupid. Da, da, da. You could have hurt yourself even more." But like you're able to do that type of stuff if you actually know what you're doing. It's like, dude, I absolutely ruined my back a while back, and I was like, I like couldn't work. It was just for like a day that I was like hurting so bad I couldn't work, and then they like saw me squatting and shit on social media, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, they weren't like mad at me, but they're like, "Dude, you're gonna ruin your back more. Like, what's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, like the thing is like I can do that kind of stuff with like minor tweaks and stuff like that because I know what I'm doing when I'm squatting and deadlifting and benching and stuff like that. Like if I like have to pick something up off the ground and do some weird twisty movement like while I'm doing it, like dude, that's worse for me than actually like going and doing a fucking 315-pound squat with, you know, a minor little tweak or something like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like Phil. He's safest on the platform.
Yeah, I'm seriously going up and down instead of like going left and right. Any kind of twisting motion or any kind of like diagonal motion, I can't do it.
Yeah. It's risky.
It's very risky. Shoot, I might just pull like a freaking an ab or something, just going try to pick something off the ground.
Dude, I've literally sneezed.
Stop laughing, Dia. Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's like I hurt myself. How? What happened? I coughed.
Oh, you know what? I see people actually rip an ab, like tear an ab from coughing. Like someone said, yeah. Who was it? It was one of my friends that he goes to SoCal. He's a pilot too, also. So he was literally just eating, and he had like a big ass cough and ripped his like tear like his ab. I'm like, what?
That's wild.
Yeah, I'm like, oh damn, like you can get hurt from breathing. Yeah, so be careful, guys. If you guys watching, be careful.
I wonder if yoga people have these problems.
You know what? We should ask.
Huh?
We should ask. We need to find some yoga people. Yoga people, if you're out there and you're listening, hit us up.
I've always wanted to get into that, but like more. But yoga's so fucking expensive, bro. It's like, yeah, you make me pay to stretch with you. I know it's so much deeper than that. I'm completely,
hey, it's cool. I stay talking shit too.
That's been something I've wanted to like incorporate. I've wanted to incorporate more yoga into this stuff because at least I feel like I'm like at least doing something for my mind and spirit at that point.
Bro. And also, I get the weirdest looks when I tell people, like, somebody says, "Oh yeah, you should try yoga." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want to try yoga." And they're like, "Oh shit, I was just kidding." But I'm like, no, like,
yeah,
you know that the strongest people in the world are the most flexible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know Chris Duffin, the powerlifter.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's really he had a lot of mobility. He's just said like, the reason I can squat 1,000 pounds for doubles is because I'm this flexible. So he's like leaning back and everything. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not able to do that. I tried it like yesterday, and I got farther back than I thought I was gonna get. But
I can do that.
I was scared. Honestly, I was scared to do that like final like let go of my hands because it was like
it's like a chest fall, but I can't.
Yeah, I don't trust myself. I don't trust my fucking quads, bro.
I did that one time right here in the living room, and Adrian was just looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I was like, "I'm possessed, bro."
That's all funny.
I'm gonna let you know. We only have 10 more minutes though, but when we do, I'm gonna reopen this again and record another 40 minutes.
Okay.
With that?
Cool.
Yeah, because like it only let us like record 40 minutes unless we upgrade. But I don't know.
So, I wanted to talk to you about your next goal. I mean, you just peaked for your supposed meet. You had one at Adamant. We had a mock meet, right? So, what's the next move? As soon as we're done here, what's the next meet?
Man, it's almost. So I don't know. For one, I don't think this. I think my meet got pushed out to May 23rd.
Mhm.
For one, I don't think I'm gonna do it because I'd rather have more time to
prep.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, with the way everything's been the past few weeks, it's like it's just been unrealistic to continue prepping when there's no weights and anything. Luckily, I got weights. Thank you guys. Oh my God, these guys ran 410 pounds of weights to me. Thank God. Well, with the bar, and I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna end up doing this meet. I want to do one later in the year for sure, but like it's almost frustrating to try to plan anything for yourself right now. Yeah.
I think they're gonna reschedule it again anyway because we're gonna talk to Darren about all the meets that are happening on May and June. That's gonna be pushed into fall because like a lot of a lot of convention centers and all this stuff they're postponing their meets because they're using their facility as like for a hospital because there's not much people. The reason why people are dying is because there's not enough equipment to use. That's why. A lot of people are like, the hospital's overfilling and they can't support that much people. So
it's not even necessarily the issues
The
from
virus.
the virus itself. It's the treatment issues.
That's why they need a lot of money. Yeah.
That makes sense. Makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense. But
Sorry.
no, you're good. Yeah, you're good. I don't know, man. I guess it's just keep fucking going. And the thing is it's like I want to do the meet, and I want to do everything like on the platform and stuff like that. But it's like it also doesn't fucking matter to me whether I'm on the platform or not. It's like this is for me, you know.
So how I had kind of looked at it because I don't care if I'm on the platform at the gym or if I'm on the platform outside. I do the competitions because that's my treat to myself.
Exactly.
Like I'm giving myself a proper PR.
Yeah.
I'm training for it. It's not for the money. It's not for the cloud. It's not for none of that. It's like I'm giving myself that deadline, and I need to reach this goal by that deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's why I do it.
Yeah,
and that's my treat to myself because I'm like, I'm gonna squat that, and this is when I'm gonna squat it because that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I learned something too. Also, is that it's good to test it so you can actually reset your body to actually do more different kind of style. Because like when we prep, you at this peak that your body's in really fatigued that you need to like reset your body. So when you test it, you need to reset it. It's like,
I know.
Oh, yep.
Correct, man.
It's like, fuck, I feel like shit. Like everything feels heavy.
I was just waking up tired, but it's cool because it was a learning experience. You know, I've never. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh, cutting out
So
again.
many times.
Yeah.
I've never done it. Oh, I think I'm losing me.
We're good.
There you go. You're good.
Nope. So I've never actually like done it. Like we're starting right now, and we're going right here, and like this is what we're gonna do in between, and we're gonna do it exactly like this, and it's gonna be fucking sick. We might make modifications on the way based on how you're feeling, but like I've never really had it like that. So regimented. So it's cool, man. It feels good to like be able to work towards a goal, and like it was extremely. It was a fucking bummer because like a week before my meet, we're over there spotting and loading at another meet downtown, and then like the next fucking day, I get an email that my meet's postponed. fuck, dude, I was just that one, bro.
Yeah.
So it was a bummer for sure, but like, you know, at least we got to go in there and fucking have the mock meet. That was amazing. It would have. I wish, you know, obviously I would have been more prepared.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like,
Bro,
yeah. Go ahead.
None of us were prepared.
our
No.
plan was to do it on Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
Our plan was to be, okay, fine. Nobody, like, just in case, let everybody have their day on Sunday, and then we'll be done with it. Like, if we get shut down, we get shut down, and that'll be it. But at least everybody got, you know, to show out a little bit. And then Friday hit, and it's like, no, you're like, you guys are done. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah.
Everybody assemble.
And that was tight because I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, fuck. I was like, dude, we gotta hit these. And like, dude, at that time, like, it was the whole sound of like a quarantine and stuff like that, and like businesses shutting down. Dude, I was driving home. Like, it sounded a lot scarier than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like, people are
Go
going
home.
family outings to the grocery store still. But like then a couple weeks ago, dude, I was driving home from that at like 11:30 at night because we got done at like 11:30 midnight almost. And dude, people were like, because the quarantine started at midnight. People were driving like 80 fucking miles an hour down Howell, bro, just like weaving in and out of car. It's like they thought that like Humvees and helicopters were gonna pop up at like at midnight and just start arresting
Just
people
like
that were out
fucking-
there.
Yeah.
Dude, people were driving crazy, bro, and like, so like I didn't even know what the fuck. Like, I had no idea if I'd be able to even leave the house to like go PR at Marcos's house in Woodland, dude. So I was like, yo, like, we can do it tonight. Let's do it. But it was just that was just a weird
feeling
few days right there. I mean, it's a weird time period, but like it was a weird few days there because like we really were like, yo, quarantine. That's never happened before.
Yeah.
I think everyone thought it was going to be a lot more.
There was a lot of conspiracy going around saying like the world's gonna end, and that's why they want to do quarantine so everyone, their families can be together. Like, all right. So
I didn't hear that one.
I didn't hear that one either. What are you watching?
No, it was you know, I was on with friends on the Discord thing, so they were talking about it, and they're like just laughing too. There's a joke, and there's another part like a meteor's might hit the world or something like, or there's like an asteroid and a comet hitting Earth, and everyone's like, why? That's why we call it, what's his name? He had all the spaceships and stuff to ship out to go in space, just to travel in space. I'm like,
Elon Musk program.
Yeah,
something like that. I don't know, but it was pretty funny though. Like the story they would tell. I'm like, okay, this is funny.
Like just like hearing people talk and like the stuff they believe and like the information they spread and
yeah,
it's like, did you read that on Facebook?
right.
I have aunts like that. My aunts will tell me like from the bottom of their heart and like speaking very factually, and I'm like, just about any subject, and I'm just like, where'd you hear that? Oh, I read it on Facebook, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. That doesn't count, bro.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do another meeting. So but
Okay.
it's better close up for now.
Okay, cool. Cause
All right, we got another 40 minutes. All right,
Right,
so we're
so where were we?
talking about people seeing stuff on Facebook and just like it's just random.
we're wandering, I think.
Yeah.
No, so we were talking about your next meet or what the next plan was, or
The plan is always to keep working. It's always to keep working. I right now am looking into. I'm brainstorming on how I'm going to start managing my time better, based around basically just to like only do stuff that I want to do,
right?
Like straight up, like, and it's funny because there's like these generations, like my dad's, which my dad's probably like most people's fucking grandpa's age. He's like 67 or something, but that type of generation, like boomers and stuff, all about like, you need to be doing stuff that you don't want to do all the time, because life sucks and it's all about work, and you know, you work 5 days a week and you get fucking Saturday and Sunday off, and I'm like, dude, fuck that. Like, I can't live like that. I won't. I refuse to. I don't think that's what life's all about. And so basically, I'm that's my goal right now, is how am I going to tailor make my entire life and schedule to be around only stuff that I want to do, but still obviously have to, you know, live in the system that we live in, where we have to pay for insurance and things like fucking smog on our cars, and you know, just taxes and all that stuff, and you know, survive in today's system that I don't necessarily agree with, but whatever.
Learn. Basically, you want to learn how to play the game.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, right. And
just learn how to play the game. It's like,
I don't necessarily want to have to like move out.
Yeah.
I don't want to move out into the wilderness to have to do that, though. You know?
Exactly.
Like, I don't. I mean, don't
that's
get me wrong. But
that's kind of like what you got to do is like, it's like, okay, well, like, these are the rules. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna use those rules, and then I'm gonna do whatever I want, as long as I don't break those rules, and I can do whatever I want.
Exactly. And it's hard for me because I'm motherfuckers who don't care about it. And I have a past that shows that, and I have I've faced many consequences because of those rules that I didn't care about. So now I'm like, how are we gonna do this the right way this time? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, without having to be some dude who like goes off and lives in the wilderness away from society because it's like he's just not down. So basically, it's like, how am I going to live a life based on like training people, helping people, and like, you know, just doing stuff that I'm passionate about, but like, you know, surviving at the same time and living comfortably. That's really what I'm brainstorming right now. And powerlifting is like 100% in that. It's like at the top 3. I mean, basically, because I can't not do that shit. It feeds some sort of beast inside of me.
It's crazy. A lot of powerlifting becomes people's
I just
life.
want the gyms to open up, bro.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah, have the gym open. I know, we do that too. Also.
Say it one more time.
Oh no, just saying, like, powerlifting has been like
cutting out.
Life. Oh, am I? I think yeah. You ever see that?
I know.
Okay. No, yeah.
No, 100%.
Somebody took a turn.
Go ahead. No, I was like,
You were saying, Joe? There we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Good. I can hear you.
Yeah?
There you go.
Moving. Oh, there we go. Good. Okay, cool. We got all weird for a second. But yeah, it's I want to continue training, but it's like, my thing is, it's like, I don't understand how people fucking work full time and then like go to the gym and like do the meal prepping and do the this and the that, and then they're like have a side job on top of it, and I'm just like, how the fuck do you do that? Like,
time management.
I know, that's a real thing. And yeah, basically. And that's something I've really been trying to work on, and it's almost hard to work on it during quarantine life because there's nothing to do. So it's like, how do I manage my time? There's nothing to do. Even though there's a ton of stuff to do, don't get me wrong. I haven't, like I said, I've been working. I haven't. This whole quarantine thing hasn't affected me because I like literally have had places to go every single day. Like I still have places to go every single day, but like, don't get me wrong, it's just like everything takes a little bit longer. You know, I gotta wait to get into the stores and stuff like that, and you know, it's
It's a hassle.
it's weird to like. It's how do you manage your time in a world where like it's just. I mean, people are staying up till 4 a.m. right now and fucking sleep until 3 in the afternoon because they can. You know?
I have to force myself to go to sleep. I force myself to go to sleep at midnight just because like I have so much energy that if I don't force myself to go to sleep, then I won't sleep.
Yeah.
You know, and that's like a vital part of training. It's like sleep. You need to sleep.
Yeah. I don't have that problem. I literally like I have to stay moving because if I sit, I sleep. If I sit, I'm out. I have just moved into this place. I haven't turned that fucking TV on. Like I moved in here like 2.5 months ago. I haven't turned that TV on once. I haven't had time. It's fucking. It's wild. Stay running.
Mm-hmm. All cylinders all the time.
Stay running.
That's good though.
Active recovery. Keep your mind moving. That's what Jill did. He started running.
I'm big on.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're big on what? It started to cut out.
I'm big on gratitude lists and like writing things that I'm grateful for because it keeps me grounded and it keeps me looking at the things I'm supposed to be looking at. And one thing that's always on my gratitude list is having a full schedule because I remember when I didn't have a full schedule, I was a scumbag and like didn't do anything in my life. And I never want to go back to that. I love being busy.
I always say I love being busy because it keeps me out of trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's why. That's why I stay so busy, dude.
Hey, you want to go to that tonight? No, I'm going to the gym. Oh.
I gotta work.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the gym. I gotta do something productive, man.
What are you doing? I don't know. I'll think of something.
I'm gonna go read a book, man. I'm done.
Like, I've been like hanging out with a few people and stuff like that, like during this whole quarantine, because like I'm still out there anyways. Like I might as well be fucking, around other. Might as well be around people I like if I'm already having to be around people all day long.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that. I completely forgot what I was gonna say right now. Oh. But I don't fucking have time to hang out with people when I like other than this quarantine, because like, dude, I'm just weird, and if like I'm not doing something productive at all times, like I can't be there. I'm out.
Yeah.
It's super.
That movie night was
you're on grind mode. That's why.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, fuck, dude. I'm 25. I wasted 10 years of my life, which I didn't waste it. I was learning a shit ton of lessons. It just didn't really. I learned stuff in here and in here, but like not.
I always like to say it's like I learned what not to do.
Exactly. Well, and I mean, don't get me wrong. Like a lot of my decisions in life made me.
Who you are.
It's made me who I am today, and like it's made me able to like. I could walk anywhere, dude. I don't, I've seen it all. But grind mode is like, it's like part of me feels like I got to catch up for lost time. But then also it's like, dude, like, do I want to be fucking off right now? And then like be like struggling when I'm 43, like driving a fucking 20-year-old minivan and, like living in, who knows, like, I don't know, lucky to live in, I don't know, who fucking knows, but
I don't know, bro. I see you like on a Harley or something. I'm just saying. You don't really scream minivan.
Did you say on a Harley?
I see you like a Harley, yeah.
Nah, dude.
Like a big ass.
Well, we'll get there one day. We'll see. And that's the goal. The goal is the Harley, and that's why I'm working my ass off right now. Because it's. I don't want to work for anyone else. I want to work for myself, and I want to. I want to help people, and I feel like the best way for me to help people is to work for myself and to be version of me that I can possibly be. Because like you got to feed yourself before you can feed other people, right?
Yeah.
So it, like, and I mean, don't get me wrong. You can help other people like without, you know, feeding yourself first and all that stuff. But like then your help is like, you know, subpar. It's not what it could be. So like I'm like really, I build myself so I can have a better quality of, you know, help, and I'd be a better example for other individuals. So that's why it's fucking grind mode. It's like I gotta remind myself I don't do like any of this shit for me. It keeps me sane as I'm doing it, but
Yeah.
it's for other people at the end of the day, you know.
It's so that you're projecting your best self to others.
I'm trying. No one likes my worst self. He's a
Hey, but you're trying
scumbag.
though. But you're trying though. That's the thing.
That's all we can do, though, man. That's all we can do is just try. Just try every day.
Yeah.
You know.
There's like, you know, there's always be people that, remember, there's two different kind of people. The people that like you, the people that don't like you. So what are you gonna do? You can help people that like you, right? And I was gonna follow you. You don't want to find someone that actually like put you on a bad spot. It's just because, you know, they're better than you or something like that. Just try to find someone, find people that actually support you. You know, like us or Marcos or everybody. You know?
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, and that's the thing is like throughout you attract what you put out, right? So like,
yeah.
So, you know, when you're living like that kind of life of like helping people and doing good and like on your grind and like just fucking killing it, like you're gonna attract people that are doing that, you know. But you're also gonna attract people who want stuff from you and like are draining your energy and stuff like that. And there are ways to help those people without overextending yourself to the point where you're exhausting yourself. Because
you can also set rules for yourself as well, though.
Oh, boundaries are
important. For when you encounter those kind of energies, then you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm familiar with that. I'm not going to go down that road.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's ways to do it, and there's ways to do it in like a very kind and loving way. Like, I'm sorry, but can't do it. You know.
Is that since I know you, I'm already seeing this as if like I'm seeing you in person.
Yeah. Oh,
like, yeah.
I have to do it all day long, bro. I work at a fucking weed dispensary. I got people trying to talk me down prices like we're in my living room or something.
It's like, no, you see here where it says plus tax? That's
right?
The price.
That's my favorite one. And I'm like, yes, tax is 30%, motherfucker. You're paying it. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Where do you guys see Adamant? Where do you guys see Adamant in 5 years? I don't know. That just popped in my head out of nowhere.
Oh, we were just talking about me. All right. So.
Did you hear me? Are you?
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. So, 5 years. See, I'm gonna get my nose again. No, literally, like we kind of like want to not expand though, but like take the gym to in the world. You know what I mean? Like just take it with us. So I don't know, like
we're trying to make Adamant go everywhere.
Yeah, I mean Adamant everywhere.
So in 5 years, hopefully, we can get it to like franchise.
Yeah.
Put the homies on.
Yeah.
All the homies on Adamant.
So basically, what we want to do is we want to, as we grow the gym, we're gonna start meeting more and more people that want to have this type of lifestyle, right? So we want to do our part to give back to the sport and as well to the people. So why not teach them how to live this lifestyle? You can own a gym. You can, we can teach you all that other stuff, like how to run it, how to operate it, and how to do all of that. But at the same time, like for us, it's like we're helping you in a much more than just fitness at that point. You're helping somebody create a whole damn life for themselves. You know, it's like it's just like you said, like I'm trying to figure out how to make fitness my lifestyle, and I'm over here trying to find a product that'll fulfill that.
Mm-hmm.
So in 5 years, we have 5 years to create that product and see how that product is going to look, and you know why people are going to want it.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know, it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's Adamant is a family. You know, if you cultivate that family, then you're automatically your sphere of influence elevates. And if you're continuously elevating people, you just said it yourself, it's like attracts like, then that's the circle you're going to bring in. So it's like this sport has given me so much that's like it's only fair to give back.
That's the truth.
Yeah. It's like when I still like Gio was about to do something else. Like he was about to move to LA before I teach him how to do powerlifting and stuff.
So I was learning to coach. I was like, because Phil was mentoring me, and I was kind of like molding, and I was like, all right, well the whole plan was always to go to LA. I wanted to go back to LA. That's where my cousins are at. That's where most of my family's at. That's where the fun is. And so I did my first meet, and then I was like, yep, oh yeah, like I was already looking at apartments at Newport. I was already trying to figure out how much money I needed to make, and then like I started to coach, and then I seen it and I was like, you know what? This is not going to be fun by myself. Like what makes this so much fun is the people that I'm around. So I was like, you know what, guys? I'm like, you guys want to start a gym? And then Phil goes, well, don't you want to move to LA? I'm like, things change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm like, if I'm meant to go to LA, then I'll get to LA.
I didn't know you were gonna move.
Yeah. So I'm like, if I'm meant to go to LA, then I'll go to LA. But if I'm not, then I'm like,
you'll get to LA with an Adamant barbell.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like LA's not going anywhere.
No. Hey,
but the opportunity.
You're it's much easier.
Dang, you're gonna have to repeat that. You cut out.
I said it's much easier to walk the streets right now than it is in LA.
Yeah,
they're more locked down.
Yeah. So that's my thing, because like I have the things that I'm good at. Phil has his things that he's good at. We just kind of we came together. You know, we have the same goal. We have the same aspirations. So it's like, why not?
Yeah, we literally just kind of like it's like we fit each other's strong points or weak points, and we just kind of like work around with it and help each other out. And that's how we built Adamant. Literally, it was in his garage. Like he sat down, like he was like, "Hey, I'm like, let's do it." With no hesitation, let's do it.
Yeah, and I told him, I'm like, because he didn't think about it, and I'm like, Phil, are you sure? This is like, I'm not kidding with you. And he goes, yeah, I know you're not. Let's do it. I'm like, all right, bet.
3 months later, we had here.
Yeah. Right. That's not necessarily the response you want when you propose a business proposal, and they're just like, "Yeah, I'm in."
I'm like,
no, motherfucker, you think about it.
You want to think about this?
Because like,
oh, that's hella funny. That's good.
Because my dad, he used to own business too. Also, he's own landscaping and stuff like that. So I know how the background and like. I know the hardship and stuff, so I understand what he's going through. And because Gio's, his family is in business too, so I was like, all right, I have to trust him because he knows a lot about things in the background, or business background. And I saw him when he first started because he did personal training and he recognized money, so I know he can do it. So I was like, all right, let's work together. Let's try to fix it, put a really good product and sell it to people.
But that was my proposal to him, because when I decided I knew I wanted to invest with Phil, I had to show him that I was about my shit.
Mm-hmm.
So through the coaching, through the conversations, through the hard work, through the dedication, and through the outcome, it's like I think that's why he just said yes automatically. It's just because like, well, yeah, dude, like you work.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah. Like if you actually watch the first episode on the podcast on Lift with Intention, that's on my Instagram.
I
You
just
guys see,
yeah.
yeah.
Just
So if you watch that podcast, that'd be good because I think we talk about how we started and like why does it like affect us and like how powerlifting affects us too. So
why we're so adamant about it.
my room the other day, she's like, "Why do they call it anime?" I was like, "Fuck, I don't know, I never asked."
Yeah.
But you know, in all honesty, I think that like literally like 99% of the reason why like no one is anywhere or like doing what they truly want to do or like taking risks like that or opening a business and going out on a limb is fear. You know, fear of the
Yeah.
unknown. Like, dude, like so many. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everyone in the world tried to do it, be successful, but like so many more people could be living the lives that they want to live if they just didn't let their own fear hold them back. You know, that like that, you know, unknown. Like I'm walking into the unknown right now. Like fuck that, right? Well, you walk long enough and you start to see a light, and then you kind of got some direction.
Well, and like my philosophy behind that is like we with powerlifting, dude, we're literally training to hit an unknown number. We're doing something that can literally potentially hurt us and kill us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like look at Phil. If he goes to squat 700 and he fucks up one little movement, that can paralyze him. Right? That's literally a life or death decision that he's making every time he steps on that platform.
Yep.
No matter how it feels. Like 700 pounds is 700 pounds.
Dude, I had 500 on my back and I was like, holy fuck, bro.
You know what I mean?
And
so
like,
it's like,
just the fact that it was on my back, I'm like, yo, people can't, like a lot of people can't even say that they've had that.
They can't even fathom that thought of 500 coming off of a bar on your back. You know what I'm saying? So when you think about it that way, and you think about, I make these decisions every day. Going into the unknown is not that scary because it's not going to kill you.
That's true.
You make that life and death decision every time you go train.
Yeah, every time you train.
So everything else becomes easy. Nothing else is going to kill you.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what do you have to be scared of?
That's the truth, and that's like the thing that like people don't even really realize, you know. And
you test your strength every day. You test it. You know you're strong. Then that's where fearlessness comes in.
Exactly.
Because you know your limits, and you know if you can't, because this is a number that you're chasing, right? So if you could do 300 today and you can do 400 in 3 months, then what else can you do?
Right.
You didn't know that 400 wasn't a plausibility. That was the unknown that you were scared of, but you weren't scared of it because you wanted to get to it. Right? But you just gotta want it.
Exactly. And that's, you know, that's like one of the areas where powerlifting boils over so much in my life, dude. Is
powerlifting is my energy source, bro, for this stuff. I could talk a big game because we work. And every time we go in there and we work, it's like I'm doing something that's making me stronger. So every day that I go in and I put money in that piggy bank, I know that I'm working towards a goal. So it's like I that's all I got to do. With business, it's the same thing. As long as I'm doing the baby steps that it takes for me to build the company that we want, then we know we're going to be on the right track. You know, everything boils over. It's like the same thing, the same type of energy you put into yourself, you got to put into your work ethic. And then you find that balance in between.
That's real. And man, I don't understand lazy, bro. I think that's like a fucking Kobe Bryant quote. Like he doesn't understand lazy people.
Yeah.
I just can't, because it's like, and it's hard. It's like, it's hard for me to talk to a lazy person because I'm like, dude, like, because I know how I feel when I am on my grind, dude, and I'm doing the strength training and I'm testing my limits and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't understand how other people can't want to feel that way. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like hard. I'm like, come on, don't you see? Like, get the fuck over here. And it's like, not everyone wants to squat 400 pounds.
Well, because we're in that
That's
generation that people
understandable.
are given to. That's is because like, you know, in the past, everything found like very had to work for something. Now everything's a lot of convenience. So it's kind of hard.
And the thing is too, man, like
That is
I used to do bodybuilding. I used to never want to squat 400 pounds. I was happy with 225 for reps.
Yeah.
Phil knows. I'd be squatting 225 for 20, and he'd be like, "Why are you doing so many? Like that's horrible." And I'm like, "Why not? Like this is what I can do by myself." And then I went 315. When I did 315, I asked him for a spot, and he was like, "Oh, well, why don't you should try powerlifting?" I'm like, "I'm good." So it all depends on where people are at the time. Like 400, like for some people, it's just a monetary goal. For other people, it's like it's a challenge that they want to. You know what? Fuck it. Like that dude's like 30 pounds lighter than me, and he could do it so easy. Like, let me see if I can. You know, it's like you kind of have to have that internal like want, or else you won't get it.
for
Kind of
sure.
like a cross country runner.
Well, I mean, you have to have that drive period, and I don't necessarily. I mean, I think some people just have drive and they don't, you know, because like I'm not a cross country runner, but like if you got me out there in the cross country, I want to run better than you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
Like, put me in that, like whatever, wherever I'm at. Like I want to excel. I want to grow. I want to, you know, push
Is that your
myself.
phone? Whose
Period.
phone is that? My ears hurt.
Yeah, it's actually my laptop. It's my laptop, and I don't know shit about computers, so it's like someone's texting me, but it's coming to my
computer.
phone, or it's coming to my laptop. So I'm sorry.
You have an Apple? You have a Mac laptop or something, or what?
Huh?
You have a Mac laptop?
Computer. I have an Apple. Yeah,
Apple?
and I don't know anything. I don't know anything about them, dude. I know nothing about technology.
You know, there's we call it, if you go to your top right corner, there's a magnifying glass. You know, actually just ask for help.
Notification.
Yeah. So yeah, you can actually if you click on that, it'll
help. Damn. Guys over here referring me to the help.
Damn.
I was kidding. But you know what?
He said, figure it out.
I don't know either.
Bro, I'm like so technologically not fucking here. I was born in '94. I feel like this shit's supposed to be hardwired in my brain. But whatever.
It's all good.
Hey,
we don't grow up. We're not born with the technology. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's how I thought about it, because I had to learn how to use my phone. Like Phil knows, I had to learn how to use my phone. I had to learn how to use my iPad. I had to learn how to email people. I had to learn how to talk to people, because like before this, I was in construction. Like,
see, and that's where that's basically like I try to write programming on the computer, and I'm like, fuck, dude, can't I just like write it on a piece of paper and give?
Bro, I could not relate to you anymore. Like, I promise you, I say the same thing. I'm like, why can't I? Fuck. And then it's like, no, you got to use it. You got to use it. So it's like the more you're on the computer, then the more you get. For me, it's like the sitting. I'm used to working with my hands. So like the working on the desk and seeing that nothing around me is getting done helps. It's hard to see that things are getting done. If that makes any sense.
No, I
Show your
feel
clothing,
that.
bro.
And like, I don't know. I wish I had a computer job sometimes. Like all the people with computer jobs are gonna be like hitting me up like, fuck you, dude, like computer jobs are hard. But like I wanna like get better with the computers and shit. Hold on, I'm gonna fucking. I don't know how to fix this, so I'm just gonna tell her to stop fucking texting me. Anyways, but yes, I want. There's like so much stuff that you could do for yourself. Like you have to have a computer to own a business these days, right? And like I need to be more technologically inclined because otherwise, I'm gonna be paying people to know how to use computers for the rest of my life, which I'll probably end up doing eventually, anyways. But starting out, like you said, dude, like the emails, my thing is like I don't know how the hell to work numbers,
Bro.
or any of that.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what Phil told me. No, YouTube.
YouTube. Hell yeah. I don't know why I never thought of that.
Bro, he dead ass looked at me in the face and he was like, YouTube it. And I was like, all right, bro, fuck. Tell me how you really feel.
No, I'm dead serious.
Like you
just so you know,
your ass.
I made this I had a job I did for making an intro for YouTube for my friend, right? And literally, I don't know the program. I don't know nothing about After Effects or anything like that. So I YouTubed it. And literally, 12 hours, I learned how to use it now. Yeah.
Damn. What was that? Excel or numbers?
No.
Adobe After Effects.
Adobe After Effects is
Adobe.
Like CG effects and stuff like that, like, from movies and stuff. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you can put effects to your videos. So saying I can put like fire behind your back and whatnot, and make it follow you when you run. Do that too.
What? You know how to do that? YouTube. What the? Yeah, I need to mess around because I don't. I'm just. It's like I need to go to school for it. I guess you don't need to go to school for anything these days. It's fucking YouTube for everything.
YouTube, bro. You know how you can learn how to be a YouTube star or a YouTube influencer?
How?
YouTube.
YouTube it?
Yeah.
YouTube literally has a creator course.
Yeah.
On how to become a creator, what to look for, how to do things. Yeah, I've been doing that like every day, almost all day, just trying to figure all that stuff out.
It used to be Google. Now everything you can search on YouTube.
Yeah. Just because people don't like to read. Yeah. I'd rather you just tell me the answer.
Exactly. That's what I did. Literally, if you want to learn how to fix your car, YouTube it. They have all the information for you. Type of car, anything.
And the thing is, I do it for stuff like that, but I guess there's like other things I just don't even think about, like how to use it.
Answer. Yeah.
Damn, son, that's wild.
Dude, I saw y'all. I seen a light bulb right now. I love it.
Yeah, you can see it on my face.
Yeah.
Like, I got no excuse. You have no excuse for anything these days. There's YouTube.
There really isn't an excuse for anything, dude. Like, literally, you can wake up and people can pay you money to just live your life.
There's, what we call it. That's why we have internet for. It has all the answers for us. You just gotta look for it. It's like fitness. Like, where are the answers? All right, I'm either gonna talk to people or I'm just gonna learn myself and just kind of like YouTube everything. So
we need to keep learning, or else the kids that are gonna be after us are gonna be way smarter than us, bro.
Yeah. Like, there's kids like billionaires that.
Well, I think that's
12. Yeah, like we call it. I was watching how I was watching how to use the application. It was a 12-year-old kid teaching it. Literally, a 12-year-old kid teaching it.
What?
Yeah, a 12-year-old kid teaching me
That's
how
humbling.
to. Yeah, I'm like, okay, shit. I'm just going. He has like over 100 million views. That his shit works. I'm like, okay, it works. So, yeah. it's just gotta like yeah, like I said, just you don't have to go to school for it, maybe if you want to. It's all degree.
You want a life by design? Then YouTube it.
Yeah.
YouTube what you need to be good at to be able to do what you want to do. And then little by little, the pieces will start coming together.
Yeah.
Nobody's an expert on the first try.
Yeah.
Remember that. Always. Nobody's an expert on the first try.
Yeah, because like people told me like, man.
Well, and that's the thing, and that's another thing that holds people back from doing stuff is that like I'm not gonna be good. I'm scared of what people think, and that holds back people from so much. And like just like I'm over here like, fuck, I don't know how to use computers. It's like I do the same shit, and like that's the other like constant struggle for me is like like reminding myself that I'm human too, and like having to get up and keep
and learn it.
Yeah, exactly. And like having to like be like fuck, because I think that people are like, damn, I don't know how you do that or this and that, and I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how I do that? Like I just fucking do it. And like a lot of times I don't want to do it, and I get sad and beat myself up or feel some certain type of way or whatever the fuck. Like I feel things too, but like I just like get up and just show up and just do it. And in reality, I think that's the fucking secret of life, right? Like just show up.
Just show up, get up,
do it.
Do it. You know what needs to be done. Sometimes we do need to be reminded, and that's okay. You're not alone. Everybody has those thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But we know what we're gonna think, right? We know we're gonna procrastinate. We know. So now we just got to set up those systems in order to be like, okay, I know I'm gonna not want to wake up this morning to go run, but I'm gonna make myself get up this morning and go run.
Right.
So like the second that I wake up, I'm not gonna roll over and get back into bed and hit the snooze button. I gotta get up.
Yeah, like this podcast. I gotta get up and do this podcast.
Exactly. So it's like you got to make a promise.
10 a.m., bro. You can't.
No, I actually love doing this.
You didn't have to wake up early for this, but no, like straight up, like that's. I mean, I think half the battle like is showing up.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, like if you could just fucking show up, and like it's all downhill from there. Like you're good.
Yeah, but I mean, like how I think about it is like if I don't show up, then that's like I'm not giving myself 100%. So how can I give somebody else 100%?
Exactly.
If I'm not even giving it to myself, you come in, you do the work, and you know how much effort you put in. If you put in 100% effort, then cool, you did everything you could. If you half-assed it, then you're just wasting your time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, dude, I can't. Like, I'm just. I'm like, we only have less than a minute left.
Yeah. So.
Damn, the whole thing.
Damn, this was a good one. I knew this was gonna be a good one too.
So do you have, or anything like positive, or what they can do in quarantine? Like, what keep them like moving? Like,
look at yourself and look at what you want out of life and fucking develop a plan on how you're gonna get there and just fucking kill it and execute with love. Execute everything with love. That's the highest vibration out there, and I promise you that like nothing will fucking bring you down if you just focus on love.
All right.
That was perfect.
All right, guys.
Perfect.
Love you guys.
My man. See you later. Thanks for being on.
All right. Later.